Robin Washington with HuskerOnline.com, joined by sophomore forward Ed Morrow. Ed, maybe just kind of go back to last season. I know that was kind of a frustrating year for you with the injuries, and it seemed like you could never really get started. You know, one step forward, two step back. I guess, how frustrating was that for you, and I guess how do you feel now?
I'll just say there was really no frustration. You know, I knew what I needed to do, and the biggest thing was just heal up. The only thing that I could say that was frustrating was not being able to play. You know, that's one of my main things, you know, I love to do. And just not being able to play at practice really affected me, and I think it could have affected my team as well.
How much has that motivated you this offseason to, you know, not only get and keep yourself healthy, but to put yourself in a position to have a significant role in this rotation?
My biggest motivation over the summer was just being able to be active and be able to play this year. And the number one thing I had to sacrifice is literally staying off the floor, out of the weight room and stuff like that, just to heal my body up. But then after that, you know, it was just like progression from there. And I've just been real excited with every day. It just seems like I get better at something, and just really excited to really be able to put it in the game this year.
I know, you know, you've made some pretty good gains just as far as your strength and conditioning goes. Have you seen that pay off just in your ability to bang down low, and I mean, compared to where you were last year?
Yeah, I'll say last year was more of a just building up the muscle, and I say this year it's been more of actually being able to do something with the muscle.
Right.
And so I've just been real excited, you know, just with the big changes in my body and my physicality, just being able to go out there and compete and use those things on the floor.
A year ago, you and Mike were asked to handle a lot down low, playing that center spot. Now you got 6'11", 275-pound Jordy in the lineup. How much does that take pressure off you personally? And I mean, do you think that maybe that'll help you play your game a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it's just real exciting, you know, to get some size, you know, on our team, just for the practices and including going into the games. You know, it helps out, it spreads the floor out, you know, it creates mismatches, and it also opens up opportunities for other guys.
You guys added another Illinois guy to the roster in this freshman class, Isaiah Roby. I know he's been hurt, hasn't been able to play a whole lot with you, but what are your impressions of him early on? Just
for the days I've actually been able to be on the floor with him, I'm actually pretty impressed and excited, you know, to get out there and play with him, and as well as my other teammates. You know, he's just shown a lot of progression throughout the days, you know, learning new stuff and being able to be active and be involved on the floor.
Maybe when you look back, what was the biggest lesson you learned through your first run through the Big Ten? Maybe something that you weren't necessarily prepared for, but kind of learned as you went last year, and now have an idea of what you're getting yourself into.
One of the biggest things that I've learned and I've stuck to, just being in college, is just be patient. You know, getting out on the floor, you got to let the game really come to you, and you just got to stick to the game plan. You know, don't go outside of your box, don't try new things, you know, stuff like that, at least not in the game. And I can't say that's one of the biggest things I've learned, is just to be patient and let the game come to me.
Have you paid much attention to the preseason predictions for you guys this season?
To be honest, I really don't look at those kind of things. The only thing I really pay attention to is progression in practice, and that really just determines what kind of team you have this year. I don't believe in, you know, he say, she say, and all that.
Based off what you've seen through summer workouts, through the practices you've had so far, what makes you believe that this team is going to be better than maybe a lot of other people are giving them credit for?
As well as I could give recognition to the talent that we have this year, and as well as we might not have the maturity and stuff like that, but as well as the talent and just the team progressing thus far in the practices and being able to watch these guys and the leadership that we have amongst all 15 guys, I just think it's exciting coming into the year, and you know, we're going to surprise a lot of people.
Oh, another Illinois guy, Glenn Watson, he's going to have a big role this year, being, you know, the point guard, kind of floor general out there. I mean, I guess, have you seen him take those necessary next steps, and do you think he's ready to shoulder that load even though he's just a true sophomore? Yeah,
just watching Glenn every day, you know, you see a lot of gains in all areas, you know, shot percentage, being able to distribute the ball and get it to everybody and stuff like that. I just think overall he's becoming a great point guard, and I'm excited to play with him this year.
All right, Ed, appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Robin Washington with video producer Greg Peterson signing off for HuskerOnline.com.